Well, hello friends, this is Tommy Oakes, and this is the Story Break. My cup tonight has wassail in it because this is Christmas time. And tonight I want to share with you a Christmas story. I hope you enjoy it, but maybe you won't. Well, if you don't enjoy it, I hope at least you're warned by it. This is one of my favorite stories, and I feel almost obligated to tell it at this time of the year, just in case there's somebody out there that really needs to hear this. The story is called The Boy Who Laughed at Santa Claus, and it's a poem written by Ogden Nash. In Baltimore, there lived a boy. He wasn't anybody's joy. Although his name was Jabez Dawes, his character was full of flaws. In school, he never led the classes. He stole old ladies' reading glasses. His mouth was open when he chewed, and elbows to the table glued. He stole the milk of hungry kittens and walked through doors marked no admittance. He said he acted thus because there wasn't any Santa Claus. Another trick that tickled Jabez was crying "boo" at little babies. He brushed his teeth, they said in town, sideways instead of up and down. Yet people pardoned every sin and viewed his antics with a grin till they were told by Jabez Dawes, there isn't any Santa Claus. Deploring how he did behave, his parents early sought their grave. They hurried through the portals pearly, and Jabez left the funeral early. Like whooping cough from child to child, he sped to spread the rumor wild. Sure as my name is Jabez Dawes, there isn't any Santa Claus. Slunk like a weasel or a martin, through nursery and kindergarten, whispering low to every tot, there isn't any, no there's not. The children wept all Christmas Eve while Jabez chortled up his sleeve. No infant dared hang up his stocking for fear of Jabez ribald mocking. He sprawled on his untidy bed, fresh malice dancing in his head, when presently, with scalp a-tingling, Jabez heard a distant jingling. He heard the crunch of sleigh and hoof crisply alighting on the roof. What good to rise and bar the door? A shower of soot was on the floor. What was beheld by Jabez Dawes? The chimney full of Santa Claus. Then Jabez fell upon his knees with cries of "don't" and "pretty please." He howled, "I don't know where you read it, but anyhow I never said it." Jabez, replied the angry saint, "It isn't I, it's you that ain't. Although there is a Santa Claus, there isn't any Jabez Dawes." Said Jabez then with impotent vim, "Oh yes, there is, and I'm him. Your magic doesn't scare me, it doesn't," when suddenly he found he wasn't. From grimy feet to grimy locks, Jabez became a jack-in-the-box. An ugly toy with springs unsprung, forever sticking out his tongue. The neighbors heard his mournful squeal. They searched for him, but not with zeal. No trace was found of Jabez Dawes, which led to thunderous applause. And people drank a loving cup and went and hung their stockings up. All you who sneer at Santa Claus, beware the fate of Jabez Dawes, the saucy boy who mocked the saint. Donner and Blitzen licked off his paint. And that's the end of that. Well, thank you, friends, for coming to the story break tonight. Hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I hope you watch out. See you next time.